The studio lights fade as Grace Van Patten strolls backstage. Finally free of the camera glare, the studio lights fade as Grace Van Patten strolls backstage, heels dangling from one hand. Her mind drifts back to one of the strangest, sweetest days of her life, the day she met Amanda Knox. On a swan boat. At the time, Grace was preparing to portray Amanda in The Twisted Tale of Amanda Knox, a role that demanded empathy more than performance. Amanda wanted to meet first, not in a cafe or quiet office, but on the lake at Echo Park, with 2 kids, a sunny sky, and a giant plastic swan. I thought it'd be a 30-minute chat. Grace laughs now. Amanda booked us for an hour. Grace pedaled furiously while Amanda's kids squealed with delight. With every rotation, doubts rippled through her mind. She didn't know what to say or if Amanda would even open up. All she heard was the squeak of the pedals, the slap of water, her heartbeat thudding through the California sun. It was awkward and perfect. They started with small talk, snacks, school, the joy of playground slides. Then Amanda spoke gently about her years in Italy, learning Italian behind prison walls, and how language became her armor. Grace listened, catching her breath between words, realizing what it meant to reclaim your voice when the world had already written your story by the time they stepped back onto the dock. Grace wasn't just playing Amanda Knox anymore. She understood her, or at least the quiet courage behind her eyes. Now, walking toward her dressing room, Grace smiles at how her life seems to orbit the unexpected. She thinks of her dad, Tim Van Patten, who once played the legendary Salami on The White Shadow. She used to think Salami was just a family nickname, not realizing her dad had a cult following. He's half Italian by blood, fully Italian at the dinner table. Their family talks are more about spaghetti recipes than Hollywood. Fame, spaghetti over stardom, he always says. That warmth, that grounded. Home-cooked love is what Grace carries into every role. Even now, as she steps out of Amanda's shadow and back into her own life, she knows it's family that gives her the strength to chase stories bigger than herself. Her phone buzzes. A message from her dad. Just one word, salami. Grace bursts out laughing, slings her bag over her shoulder, and heads for the exit. Tomorrow she'll be Grace the actress again. But tonight, she's just Grace, the girl who met Amanda Knox on a swan boat, and still gets spaghetti tips from Salami. What would you talk about if you had 1 hour with Amanda Knox? Share your thoughts below.